In addition to our contact option at the top of the page here, we have a request a quote option. It's also available on our home page through this button here. Once you hover over it, it'll turn black. We're going to go ahead and click that option. This request a quote option is going to give us a lot more information about the job, and it really helps us provide a more realistic time frame and helps us schedule jobs much better and more efficiently. So what we're going to ask is your name, company name and position at the company if you're a commercial client. If you're not, just please put that you're not a commercial client. You can just put NA. Next, email address. And then the zip code. Zip code's going to give us enough information to know roughly where you're located, which will help us maneuver scheduling and how long it's going to take to get to and from the job. Next, the type of property. Single family, multifamily, apartment building, condo. These options will let us know whether or not we need portable equipment, or whether we're going to be using our truck mounted unit, which really helps in scheduling jobs as well in a practical and efficient way. Next thing, parking. Again, going to help with scheduling. Basically, on most jobs, we are going to be able to park on the job site, at the home, or commercial job site. But in some instances, we're on the street, whether it's metered parking, sometimes it's permit only. The customers may be able to get us a temporary permit. Sometimes they're not able to, and we need to park further away. All of these things, knowing ahead of time, really make sure that we can have an efficient route on the day, and we know how long jobs are going to take. Next is the desired timeline for job completion. The first option is within 2 days, which is, to be honest, not ideal, but sometimes things do happen where we need things in an expedited time frame. So that is the first option, and then we go progressively further out. Some people, maybe you're buying a home in 2 months, that's the closing date, and that's when you need the job done, so we're just going to go ahead and click that last option. If you do need the job within 2 days or even within 5 days, you should follow up with a telephone call and leave a message letting us know that you need it done in that time frame. That's going to help make sure that it's at the top of our mind and we see that come in. We may not be able to do it within that time frame, but it lets us know, and filling out this request a quote gives us the information we need to know whether or not we can do it in that time frame. Next, you're going to click the type of service, and there's 3 sections here because, as you can see, we have several different services that you can choose from. Let's say that you're going to do carpet cleaning and tile and grout cleaning. So we're going to pick those 2 options. You know that you have 3 bedrooms, and there's no need to write, even full sentences. You can make it bulleted if you want to write full sentences. Of course, that's great. But let's keep it bulleted for now. We're going to have 3 bedrooms, 400 square feet. Capitalize the 400 square feet. Total. Let's say there's no spots or stains. Had a few typos there. And that's, to be honest, that's a good amount of information. Let's say you know that it's a synthetic carpet and you're going to let us know that. That's great. Synthetic carpet. It's on 2 different floors. The bedrooms are on 2 different floors. Now, these things, you don't have to think of these things, but if you do, they do certainly help us. Any information is helpful. It gives us a much better picture of the job. If there are particular spots and stains, again, letting us know what it is helps maximize the potential for us removing that spot. Next, we'll go to the tile and grout cleaning, and let's say we have a kitchen and bathroom. In this particular instance, it's great if you separate them out, but let's say that we don't, and we're going to say 200 square feet total. On the same floor. Now, in this instance, once you submit this, I'm going to follow up on this tiling grout cleaning request, and I'm going to say, how big is the bathroom, how big is the kitchen? And I'll want to just confirm that. If you happen to watch this, and of course you have this situation, and you differentiate between the two, that's great. But there are going to be times like this where we're going to have to follow up. The third option here, let's say we don't need that third service. Additional information. This could be any number of things. A prime example is if you need furniture moved and you have a particular piece of furniture that's delicate. Maybe you have something that's particularly heavy that you'd like moved, but you're not sure if it's movable. We do try to be practical in that sense, but this is a great time to inquire about that, especially if you have something that might be damaged. Letting us know, and then letting us know again in the walkthrough is really going to help make sure that we're very aware of that. The last thing are image and video links. There's several places that you can host for free videos and images that you can link to us here that will help give us a better view of the job. Imgur is a free option, and there's Google options as well. Once you click the submit button, this will be sent to me in an email. I'll have the information, and we will follow up within 48 hours. And we'll get back to you, and we will hopefully get the appointment scheduled. What we may do, if it's easiest for you, is you may combine this with our online booking option. Once you know, and you've given us this information, you know the job, you may choose to then schedule the job through our online booking, and you'll really only need to schedule the job and not input the list of services. We'll have the information here. So that's also an option there to follow up. If you have any other additional questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out. I hope that this was helpful.